Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Orphanlast, aka Skylar Madison, and today we're going to go ahead and have a really basic tutorial on the camera. And so, basically what I do is I create a new scene. My project is called Video Intro, and the scene is called Intro. So the first thing I want to do is throw in my background into this scene. I just find the PNG file from my Windows File Manager thing and throw it into Opentoonz. I'm thinking that I ran into a glitch right after doing this, because I couldn't zoom or pan around the scene. So I'll just time-lapse my frustration. What fixed the issue, in the end, was closing Opentoonz and opening it right up again. By the way, I remembered to save all before closing. So, in the browser, I wanted to save my background into my project's Opentoonz stuff folder. I found that just bringing up my Windows file browser and just clicking and dragging it up there did the trick. So what we're going to focus on in this video is animating the camera. For this specific project that I'm working on, I'm less concerned about a perfect camera animation as I am in getting a rough draft. Eventually I'll mess around with the speed in, speed out, ease in, ease out, that sort of details later. So I go into my animation tab. Notice how on the function editor, on the bottom right window of it, it has camera 1 on the list. I select it, and with the edit tool selected and set to position, I click and drag it to my desired location. I then set the edit tool to scale and scale the camera down to zoom in on my background. And just transitioning from position and scale, I can just get my camera in the exact zoom and position that I desire. I know that my character is just going to burst through that door, and my camera will need to zoom out and track his movement through the scene. If you have to use a calculator in order to get your timing with the camera done just right, do so. It's 24 frames per second, so 48 frames is 2 seconds. I don't know why your selected frame can sometimes not be on the screen in the function editor. Sometimes you just need to scroll a tiny bit to find it, even though it could be selected in the X sheet. So, at 48 frames, aka 2 seconds, I move the camera with the edit tool and scale the camera up to zoom out of the scene a bit. So I go into the preview mode to look at my handiwork. Keep in mind all the red frames on the scroll bar on the bottom of the viewer are frames that have yet to be rendered for the preview mode. I turn off the preview mode and find out what an additional 2 seconds would be in terms of 24 frames per second with the calculator. I move the camera once again with the edit tool, set to position, and even scale it out a bit more again by setting the edit tool to scale. I add 24 twice to the number on the calculator to know where I should be on the X sheet and function editor. I keep repositioning the camera and scaling it. I add 24 twice to the number on the calculator once again to find out what my position should be on the X sheet and function editor.
It's the highest rate of radiation in this tiny, pitiful rock. When the fact they never tell you, when your hair's
I continue repositioning and scaling down the camera, and that's all the work I'm going to do so far with this scene when it comes to the camera. Stay tuned, because there's some cool things in store for my work with the camera when it comes to this scene, but that's in a later video. So I click preview on the viewer to preview my work, and then an autosave reverts all of my rendered frames to being non-rendered again, which is really irritating and gets me thinking that something needs to be done about that. By looking at the preview, you can see how the whole scene is going to work out, and although you can see the camera moving without going into the preview mode, sometimes it's nice looking at it in the preview mode just so that you can only see what the camera will see. Anyways guys, that pretty much concludes it for this video. If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you didn't like it, please like, share, and subscribe anyways. Seriously, have a good day.